Hey, queens, welcome to the girls' room. Come on in, get cozy, and let's talk. I have so many amazing things to share with you today.
Hey Queens, welcome back to the girls' room. Come on in, get cozy, and let's talk. I'm your host Nikhil, and today is a very special little episode because I have someone very special here today, my grandmother.
Hi,
Introduce
guys.
yourself, Granny.
Hi, good night. I'm Sharon. I'm Nikita's grandmother. Or should I say, mama? I mean, I look like my granny though.
At gal. Anywho, today we're getting into something a little deep but necessary. We're talking about generational curses, right? Basically things that pass down from way back family members to even us now. And sometimes we are not even aware that they are generational curses because it seemed like the norm to us. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna ask you some questions. So we're just gonna talk about it, see how we feel about it, and how we are going to try to grow or learn from these past mistakes. You ready?
Okay.
All right. So, quick question. Growing up, what were some things in your household that were just considered normal? But looking back now, you get big, you get old or younger. What, like, you think, say, boy, say, this probably wasn't good. Probably my mother never treated me right. Probably this was an unhealthy relationship. What do you think?
Okay. Growing up as a child, it was really rough for me because my mother, I think, at one point she didn't like me because I was this eye color and my brothers and sister were darker colors. So my father did love me more than the rest. I don't know for what reason, but I guess it's because my mother usually ill treat me. She would curse me, and it was like a soft spot for my father. And would talk to me one away, and so I kind of growing up by myself,
Mm-hmm.
kind of hide away from reality. So now that I grown up, I have children, and I think that was one of the things I tried to keep them away from certain things. I was, what you do call it now, conservative mother. I tried to, if them having something at school, I don't want my kids them to go because I don't want anything happen to them. So it's like, coming back from so far to my kids, them it just feels say something I got happen because I get to this place now where I understand certain things and I try not to make it happen to my kids.
Right. Okay. So, what were some of the things that in your family also when you did little, like, what were some things that were done there that you find out you said no, now that you get big, you realize that boy, you know, say them something never really right. For example, maybe how should they treat you, how should they talk to you? Maybe you did want to talk about something where about you and you couldn't. And then you realize that if only I did, if only I was able to communicate with you, mom, a bit more, what were some of those things that
Okay,
affected
all right.
you?
I remembered two incidents. After a while, my father took me to Kingston to live with my grandaunt. So each time we will go back to the country. So I actually grew up in town, as you know, I'm gonna tell you. But going back like for holidays and stuff. So he's a little tomboy, He's a tomboy up until now. I still a climb tree and all of those stuff. But anyway, I had planted some pumpkin every holiday when we go country and we plant one pumpkin, and then this man to me in my pumpkin field and tell me say it's pumpkin. But me know say me plant the pumpkin. So you know, country people have this funny thing, anything them say I saw because them older than you. So I tell him say it's my pumpkin and me plant it the last time he come, so it a beer now, so me want my pumpkin.
Okay.
Just because it run over film side.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, by law now, if it was like no, I couldn't do it. So me go back and me take my pumpkin and me put over my side. And him come over there and him take back the pumpkin and put over there. But Trim all of me is a young girl now. And I say, old man, behave yourself, please. The pumpkin is my pumpkin. When me plant my pumpkin, I want my pumpkin. So every time I see it, I come over your place and carry back over my place. So anyway, the pumpkin did it and him talk some weird things down what will happen to me or something. But you know, my mother come out and start cuss the man. What's it not? What's it not? What's it not? But we did feel good at the time. But growing up and see how these younger generation treat older people. Yeah, so you know it have come from way back. If my mother could have cursed the man in front of me as a young child.
Mm-hmm.
So it's from generation coming up to generation, but I think we should have tried to break that curse, you know.
Okay, that's interesting because I just say we generation now, I feel like we have little more vice. Like we're aware that we have the vice, so we use it. So we become a little bit more bolder when we speak, and we emphasize and we talk about what bothers us, what we feel. So we're gonna make it vocal. I feel like sometimes, like back in the days, when you tell me some story, you couldn't keep by your mouth, or keep by your mouth, or you couldn't talk.
Yeah, you couldn't talk. You never have a speech. You couldn't. Or that's you couldn't talk back to your parents.
Talk back to your parents.
Because if you talk back, go! Now your face,
right.
You know?
I get it.
But even so, like you know, say you disrespect me still, but your generation, them really not have no manners.
I'm not gonna say we don't have no manners, because sometimes we do. But sometimes when we do speak, it come off rude, it come off probably because that's not what we did used to growing up. When we talk, we are expressing how we feel, and we now listen to hear what is really bothering us. What we are here for are the loud voice, or meet the facts. So we actually are talking about tuna, and it kind of foreign to us because we couldn't do it back then.
Yeah, we couldn't because.
But that's not unfair to you. That you know things say back then you would have really say you could have really.
Yeah, because there was things where I remember one time, you know, you're a young girl, you menstruate, and it's like maybe you might feel sick or something, and you might miss that time there at the month.
Right.
And remember, it happened to me. The sick, really sick, I vomit and all of them something there. And instead, mother come and ask me why
with you
know, say certain things in the month. You know, when I really talk the raw thing.
No, tell them.
Tell them, all right, we're not see no period. We're not see no period. We're not menstruate. So, I said, me no know. She said, what me you don't know? Grab me up and start box me up and I breathe. I said, no, you vomit, and you know, she start getting
attack you.
I said, no, mommy, I never do nothing. I never do nothing.
Say that do nothing for you?
No, I never do nothing. So, she got a doctor. And she tell the doctor, say, look like me pregnant. So the doctor test me, the doctor said, no, she's still a virgin. And it's like, how much? just dropped down because she couldn't believe what me I said to her. So
that is also a generational curse.
yeah,
Because then, in a situation like that, the mere fact that you were experiencing something that you weren't aware of, you're not sure what happened to your body, and your mother is supposed to be the best person to come and talk to you, make you feel safe, make you feel like you could have talked to her. She did not portray that feelings towards
she
you.
didn't.
And
Because
even
she lived in the back.
right. So as you know, in a period of breed, basically. But that wasn't the case for you, and you weren't able to express how you feel. So now you get this silent treatment, and then probably going forward, you just don't want to talk to her about nothing.
Yeah,
You shut down.
anything, yeah.
Right? And I think that probably come out, or like even up to us now. Sometimes that's a mistake. Sometimes if me realize, say, if I have a conversation, whether it be you or even mommy, and the response maybe wasn't what I was looking for. If it come again or the situation arise again, me realize and me go back. Me not really talk to them about it. So silence is also a generational curse because it stem from you maybe further down. Because then the person you did really want to talk to about the situation never give you that opportunity, so you just shut down.
Yeah, you shut down because you think, say, well, whatever you say, then they not believe you. But with my kids, them now, that was my big daughter and my son, right? Your mother and your uncle, that before the small one born. Me usually rough them. Me usually, when I say rough them to the max. Because me usually get beaten for some things that me not do. Remember one night time my auntie usually just lick me in my head for no reason. Back in the days we usually have one something we call thermos. Every night you have to throw hot water in it, that in case you feel sick in the night. You have hot water because we never have stove. You have cold stove. So if you go get cold stove to catch up in the night, now that not make it.
Right.
So we have a thing we call thermos, and every night you have to fill the thermos, whether you use it or you not use it. And one night now my other grand aunt said to me, say, she will fill the thermos to me. So I say, alright. So me go and do what me I do. Them time TV only sign on 4 o'clock and by 12 o'clock TV lock off. So me go and watch cartoon. I want something named Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry? Road Runner, Bugs Bunny. Usually, you know, like them cartoons. So me now watch my cartoon and nearly hear Magic. And I say, I wonder what now, because when the one they call me, no problem. And when me go around them, boom in my head. She always a little in my head. Maybe that's why I so much to go. Anyway, put fun aside. Why the thermos not full? I must say, because and they say she go full it. I used to full it, boom. And all me I try to explain to the woman not take my talk. So the other auntie now come in and push her and say me I go do it, so why I like her? So me did love the auntie there. The auntie there was me everything.
Why? Because
she always look out for me. She would sit down and talk to me and, you know, show me certain things, and the next one I just lick. So I realize the same thing will come on me as anyone I pick them, but I me lick them. And is one day is like something just lick me in my head and say, what you doing? The same thing with your mother and your auntie them do, you come and do your kids them the same way. And me and them they just don't fight me. When I say fighting, I mean hold my fists and thump down your mother. Thump her down. And the boy want me kick him down. Me did kind of really rough as a mother. But one day I don't remember what happened. kind of not remember. But do them something when them a cry. And when me hear the crying, it's like it touch my heart and my mind. And I say, why am I been treating my kids like this?
Mm-hmm.
And from that day, I stop beating them. The little one now, when she grew up, most of the time she not no manners. And it's like, you don't want to lick her. But honestly, I love my kids. I love my grandkids then. But sometimes I might be very harsh when I say things to you guys. But honestly, to God, I don't mean it. Because my life changed. I become a Christian. And from become a Christian, me usually cause a whole heap of bad word. And I take time until I disappear from it,
Right.
Because you read your Bible, you pray to God, you can't be the same thing.
Mm-hmm. You have to change something.
So you have to change. Because it's a must that you live for God. So from you live for God, you have to change certain things. And, you might see some things that you can't, want to say the wrong thing. So you just leave them.
Okay.
Leave them alone.
Okay. That's good. Those are good points. And Moda ask you how it affected your parents or your relationship with your parents, and even how it affected your kids and your grandkids. But you kind of, in a nutshell, explain that just now. So just the mere fact, say, basically, you were verbally abused, emotionally, physically abused. You weren't able to find your voice because of all of this. You probably only your auntie, as I say, you were only able to gravitate to because of how she treated you, how you were able to speak with her. So that affected your relationships with your mom, especially because she just a lick and she just not listen. So I understand your father was a little bit more different, as you said.
Yeah,
he was a bit
he
more,
died early.
Yeah, and then it affected your kids now because basically the same things where your people
grew
do
up
to
with,
you.
yeah.
And honestly, as sad as it is, sometimes in generational curses, that's what it means. Sometimes you're not even aware that these are the things that you're doing until you just get one breakthrough, call it so. And you realize, but wait there, the same thing. We used to get lick left, right, and center. I'm come here to do the same thing, and it's either you're going to learn from it or you're going to continue to be that person. And that's how basically the generational curses will just not break, especially so we have a baby no Zariah, so we have to try our best now to figure it out, especially with us. So we love cause sometimes we say things that we don't mean with each other, and sometimes we don't try to fix the situations. We kind of vex with each other, and 3, 4, 5 days we just come back and we just start laugh and we just chat. But we never really fix the issue. We put it under the rug.
Yeah,
but then it just keep piling up until somebody busts and let it out. I wouldn't want that to happen with Zai Zai. You understand? So, next question I want to ask is, what do you think about our generation when it comes on to healing and trauma?
Trauma as in?
Like things that we go through. All right, let's say for example, we come to you and say, "Mommy, say something happened," and whatever it is, maybe it was really sensitive to us, and we'll get through, we get past it, but something come up, maybe 3 years after, and you realize that boy, this is Africa. You make it slip, you make it bypass, like it's not serious to us. If we start cry about it, or we voice we're concerned. Sometimes, to be honest, yeah, I gotta say, especially with me emotional, and I don't mind being emotional. I love that trait about me. But sometimes I want to make it feel like I'm too soft or everything about for everything. But if you really listen to why I'm crying, or if you really listen to why this affected me, maybe you would have really tried. Just nothing, just listen for just answer. but listen to understand why I feel this way, why I'm crying, and not become just soft. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
Do you dismiss it, or do you try to understand what we really go through?
Yeah, some of the time I really try, but some of the time I really not understand because me will simple just say to you, say, Kayla, where you go take up me something for? And so what? You know, I'm gonna take you out. Or why if me take it out? And I say, you're not supposed to take it out, ask me because it's mine. And you just get vexed. And so I say, where I get vexed for? Am I something you shouldn't have vexed? So if you have an understanding, say, boy, you know, mommy, may I take some of your something? I might just, you know, cause Nayoka, your mother and Jan, you know, them have this little trick for me.
Them want it.
So me just know say them want something. So I say I wanna want now. Cause me know that's the feeling them give me. But una different. So una not gonna come with that. You will just go and take up the thing and you walk out and you know. I mean not to say nothing because your granny something so you want it, you take it, but it's principle do it.
Right.
So regardless of how you might feel if me say something, but the principle is not there. And if it's not there, we cannot grow the smaller one.
Okay.
Or we want to grow her.
I get what you're saying. So I feel like in an aspect now, what we're saying is that communication is important.
Very.
And so me not gonna lie, me do that. Yes. Sometimes me don't say, boy mommy me borrow this. You know, me take things.
Yeah, when I'm ready for it, me cannot.
Alright. Alright, girl. We gotta go down this. So yes. So you would rather me, you know, probably ask you, or if you do ask and say, Kayla, whatever, me explain to you rather than me, I get upset. Most of the time, you know, my love. Sometimes you do know, say, some of the things then, where we argue about and we cuss about, you think, you see with you now, sometimes with you now, you see when you're vexed or you're upset, you don't remember, say, yeah, talk to, let's say, emotional killer. And you just start talking, you just start choosing, and you don't realize how it going to affect me or how it going to bother me. You say what you want to say, leave nobody feelings. And sometimes you have to understand, say, you hurt people feelings in that space of time when you have cuss. Sometimes we do it too.
Yeah, but if we say something to you and you feel hurt, you know me, I go say, alright, you never know say it hurt you, sorry. But you know, no one take the sorry, you want go one side and vex for a couple days.
Because that was just that, or we just...
Yeah, but in actually, me that feel better for know say, alright, me say, Kayla not trouble me thing, but you trouble it and me might curse you, not in a bad way. Say, hey girl, you know, hear me say, you're gonna feel away because I should be calling a girl. So right away you vex and say, whatever. But at the same time, me really not mean nothing. But you take it deep. So as them say, what is joke to you is that the other person.
Right.
So sometimes, you know, just think you can just remember say me I get up in an age so me will get miserable and you know, but I just life. So I have to try, you know.
I feel like sometimes, yeah, yes, you try to break it. Sometimes we try to break it because we do have it, but it's harder to learn, it's harder to unlearn, or it's harder to, you know, to get out of the system, especially when it comes on to the harder parts of the generational curses. Like we're questioning things that we never questioned before. So that if communication is something that we need to work on, then we try to work on it. I don't know if time we try, but why it not work out sometime. And I just the sad truth.
With me and you, we think we have an understanding most of the time, like 90% out of 100. Yeah, but you see, the other one, them, we can't figure it out because them just not have no manners to me.
Okay.
Especially, you know who me talk, so I not really want to say it, but you know, I love all of my kids them and I love all of my grandkids them. And if, hear the word if, somebody would have just touch a button on them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just figure out what I mean by that.
So,
but even although them stayed, how them stay, I just wish, you know, things can work really. We live happily as a family. I am a person like this. I like family, but how I planned it my life, it did not work out, and sometimes I regret so much. But if I should live my life over, I wouldn't change my kids them for nothing. Fuck it.
all right, let's talk about growth now. What does breaking a generational curse mean to you? What you think that mean when you say we are gonna break generational curse?
So we are going to try to live better. We are going to try to communicate with each other. Sit down and talk. Go out have one chicken leg and drink what is up name Starbucks, but me not too like Starbucks no more. You know, just having fun, going out, spending a day with just us.
So generational curse breaking it basically means us bonding and communicating, talking about what affects us and how we can do better. But it's more than that. So you have to get deep and dive down into your past things and your mother past things and realize that anything you used to carry from way back then, so if you see you carry it in our time now, in our generation with your kids, even your younger grandkids, and you say, boy, this not healthy, you know, this not got healthy for them, leave not got healthy for me, and you work on it. For me, what generational curse looks like for me is setting boundaries. For example, if I say to you, mommy, I cannot do this thing for you right now, whatever it is that you ask me, and I can't do it for you now, and I say to you, no. You know, what me I gotta tell you, don't mean say me don't love you. You understand? I don't love you no less. It just means say no is an answer. And no, because me say no means say, oh, you're mean, or you know, like no, nothing for nobody, or you know. You understand me I say? But if, cause me feel like back then, like earlier when I did younger, me did feel like I was, what you call people pleaser. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I did always a look for, you know, approval. You, Dana, and all that own way you used to live with me. Just because, you know, me don't want to no vex with me, me don't want to no do nothing. So I always I try to do everything. So if you say this, me I go just get up and go do it. Even though if me don't want to, but me want to please, you know. You understand? Me I basically I look approval.
But no, sorry, me never really know. Say that was what you think about. So you say
communication.
Talking,
yes.
Yeah.
That's how me feel. But now that I grow older, I learn things. I understand this generational curse a bit more, especially when now that we have Zaria. Zaria is a treasure to me. I love her so much, and for her, for myself, and even for the closer side of my family, I realize that we do need a lot of stuff to be healthier, especially if you're gonna have family. Even your grandkids and kids are gonna have family down the line. When it comes down to even school, maybe some are only just up at high school. Me not believe now that me feel like we excel more. You have a few of us in our family. We're past high school, we're past college, graduate, your sisters, you have your practical nurse girl, yeah, no. You know what I say?
Big up to God.
Big up to God. So stuff like that. And as I was saying about my boundaries, if I say to you no, no means just no. You know what I mean? Say, you know what I mean? Nothing else than I can't do it right now. And you should respect my wishes. If you want to ask me why I kill her, fine, that's okay. But don't be upset because I tell you no. Or if I said to your mommy, this makes me upset and I don't like when you do it. Please refrain from doing it. I've come to you and I've spoken to you about it. Respect my decision not to do it. I'm setting my boundaries so I can have a, what you call it now, a peace of mind for myself. You understand what I say? Let's say, for example, I forgive you. Now, because I forgive you means there's something way, but I forgive you for it going to become a constant thing now. So because I forgive you one time, it's going to do it again. And oh, we are family, so I going to keep forgiving you. No, because we are family means that I won't cut on the back cover off. You get me? I say?
And you should cut it off.
Like cut it off, like we're not gonna have that closeness there anymore. Obviously, my your family will love you same way. But I know all our family will this close to because we set boundary. Me for sure when me set my boundary. Me we if me know say you're there son whatever rate it take me talk to, but we not have this closeness because we realize that maybe unfortunately me and you're not going to the same path and you're not gonna mash up my peace of mind or when it comes down to future wise, monetary wise, growth. If me realize that you're not growing on my level, whether it's partner, friend, family, and if you realize that your energy just off, your energy bad, I'm setting that boundary for myself, for my peace.
That kind of when you say we're not on the same level, your level can be alright. I'm gonna explain it to you. Kind of tedious, you know. It have a little full stop, but the comma not there. So I try to figure it out, but the level thing, me not understand. Too tough.
Like you know, understand what me mean by level?
Yeah,
Like for example, it could be spiritual. Let's say you and your cousin or your sister, you realize that you're 200 Whirlian, right? And you're in church now and you're this and you're that. But your sister or your cousin or even your them just not going into that direction that you're going. It don't mean say I love them a listener because it's still your family.
Yeah.
And if you're going to try to bring them on here with the journey because you want them to there with you. But if you realize that they're not getting there, you kind of have to set some sort of boundary because you don't want to be drawn back into that lifestyle or that worldly and world. You understand? For example, even when it comes down to business, you realize say that set of people are business minded people. That set of people are just all them care about a party, spend money unnecessarily. You don't want to sit down with them the people that you want to be where that business mindset is, but they don't mean say them people that you don't love because of your family same way and your friend them same way. You keep them but at a distance because it's gonna affect your peace of mind and it's gonna affect how you're growing in life.
Okay.
That's all that I mean. Okay. When I say set boundaries when it comes down to every or anything. Understand? Fair enough. Alright. So this one might be a little tough, not really, but what do you think forgiveness means? Do you believe in apologizing to your kids, forgiving your kids, or forgiving whatsoever? So you apologize, mommy, you don't apologize nothing?
No, me not apologize, no, but me not have no problem with apologizing to you. So you feel if you know say me do something wrong, and you come and you ball and I say, I'm sorry.
Okay. So you feel like you're not too big for apologize to your
nobody is not too big. Cause if me hurt your feelings, me I go say, boy, I'm sorry. Me now go just stand back and say, me are the mother, so you are the pitney, so whatever me say, no, that's wrong. So if you think me if you apologize, me I go apologize.
Me I hold you to that now.
Yeah man, well me know from now, but that's the truth. Me will apologize.
Okay. And what do you think forgiveness plays in healing? And what role do you think forgiveness plays in healing?
Alright, when you forgive somebody, and then keep doing back the same thing over and over and over. You keep forgiving them.
Mm-hmm.
But it will come a day when you say, but this person doing the same thing over and over, and I say, all right, I forgive them for what they're doing, but them still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
There will come a time when you just even bother look on that person no more. You just walk away. But
because your peace of mind is important.
yeah. But God forgive us so many times.
But we're not God.
But no, not say you're not God. But the Bible tell you how many times you forgive each other.
How much time?
Because 7 times 7.
But of 49.
No man, I think I'm more than that still, but 7 times 70 or something like that.
Oh.
But it's so much that God forgive us.
Right.
We do so many things to God. And if your children them hurt you, your family hurt you, you have to forgive them. Once you live for God, you have to forgive them. You're not going to forget, but forgiveness.
Because, so, well, for me, as I say, you not forget it. But then, it's true, you won't forget it. But I not forgive entirely for you, but I forgive you for me. Because then if me really sit down and just hold on pandy, the things that you do to me and sitting, me never ever heal. So me that and that is something me just that's something me just learn because me never mistake. Once you do me this, me not chat to you, me hate you for life. Me not forgive and me not forget. But now I've grown a bit more. Me understand life a bit more. Feel like me grow a little more.
Yeah,
so now me forgive you for myself and not for you.
Because
me
it's not
heal.
everybody is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Some will hurt you, but they not intentionally wanted to hurt you. But they might do things where you in a yourself think say, boy, say me and that person you a friend or me and that person you a brother or sister and they hurt me. You not talk to them, you done with them and you cut them off.
Right.
Which it not really mean say them did really want to hurt you, but them do it because them think say could that benefit you. Understand?
That's a weird way of putting it.
No, it's not really weird, but it's the personality. Some of the time your personality not take my personality. We can just look fine and say, boy, I mean I like Kayla, I'm a walk gone. But when we walk, somebody else say, say Kayla is a nice person. And me turn back and I say, because me look on her and she don't even say nothing. I truly look like she alright. So it's the personality within the person. Sometimes you might do something and you don't feel the kind of personality. Because me have a personality different from everybody. It's like God made me special. I think God made me special. Because I go through a whole lot with family, friends, and people around me. And I just shake me head and go on, But you have to break the generation first.
Okay. So before we close off, what you learned anything from this generation, from us, from our generation? Anything you learn at all where you feel like it's actually a good trait? And you would have hopes and maybe you would have want that same thing for happen when you did younger from our generation.
Okay. One thing is speech.
Speech.
Yeah. You can talk what you think is wrong or what you think is right.
Okay.
And back then it was a discipline thing still for us parents now than you being a parent. Alright, may I point out something to you guys, and before you close, I want to say something for your program still. kids like me back in the days, we were so manageable. If if we are on the road and you say we have this word, our bad word was damn. If you ever say damn and a big person a pass and hear you one lick, and me couldn't go tell my mother say somebody lick me. No, somebody lick me because the first thing my mother go give me a next lick or carry me to the person and say, what happened? The person go say, me hear she a cuss bad word. And me go get a next beating right there. So once you say your bad word and the person lick you, you have to stay lick. You can't go tell mommy. These parents know the, what you call it, the 2000 parents are below 2000. If you lick for them, pick me.
Elang to the house, but know that for a fact.
Yeah, so generation curse of a stop.
So you don't feel like nothing, you don't learn nothing from us, from our generation? Well, I think it's a speech.
Speech, yeah.
So you would love to be a bit more
opportunity to talk
how you feel.
How you feel.
Okay.
We couldn't.
Yeah, I get you.
Because one look and you know what it means, you have to go sit down.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's not like that. So it kind of have it
good and bad.
The good and the bad.
I get you. Okay. I feel like conversations like these are very, very important. And you learn, from
you have to learn from each other.
I want to say that healing takes time, and it happens when we're listening to each other, we're learning from each other, and we're being reflective and understanding and doing better, not just because we hear say we have to do it, but because we understand why we need to do better.
I want to use this opportunity to say something to our parents. You guys, so the world is running and children killing children, and it coming because of us parents. You treat your child, you don't have no respect. Them teach the children not to obey adults, because nowadays a school, a teacher cannot hit a child. The parents come in for that teacher.
Do you think teacher fit lick with me?
In my days, we usually get licked and we were better kids than these kids now.
Everything mommy just
No. If you're disobedient, you're not take no talk from the teacher, and these are the things. You carry knife, you carry gun, you carry all kind of things to school.
I think maybe I want and two disciplinary actions.
Yeah, so I think it coming from parenting, or you teach your child, or you do stuff with your children. Sit them down, talk to them, show them what is right, show them what is wrong, show them what is godly. And I think we need, Jamaica usually have this thing where you stand the national anthem. You have to stand. Nowadays, school not do that no more.
What is?
No, I don't see none. And at 12 o'clock, usually, prayer, this song usually come on the radio at 12 o'clock. But them take God out of everything now. Yeah. So that is one night thing where we lock God in our lives. So if parents can just help them children, talk to them children, teach them children how to love each other, I think we would have a better world or a better Jamaica. Yeah, so that is my little piece. Yeah.
Okay, love it. Thank you, Granny. Okay, so if you've learned anything at all from this episode, let it be this. Not everything passed down is yours to keep. You can learn from it, you can grow from it, and you can choose to do things completely different. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. However, remember, this is not just a podcast, it's our safe space. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, my girlies.
Mm.
Bye.